Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Matt Wilson, a bass player from Brian Downey's Alive and Dangerous.
Yes, I am. That's me.
We met last year, in Frankfurt at the Nachtleben, at Frankfurt's Nachtleben, and you had a show there, and you were telling me a story about your band members who died in a plane crash. But then, right in that moment, as I was going to give my condolences, that you told me no, that it wasn't true.
No.
So hopefully these guys are alive and well.
They're doing holding it together.
Okay.
Holding it together.
Okay. Yeah. So you are not only a bass player, that you also play guitar. And you're a vocalist and a songwriter.
Yeah, I've played music for years and years and years. I turned 30 this year, and I've been playing music since I was like 14, and playing music professionally since I was about 17. But I would have started out as a singer, and then I played the guitar, and somebody said I wasn't making big advances on the guitar, and he said, "What do you try bass?" And I got the bass, and I was just sort of hooked. And then I started to write my own songs, and here we are today.
So you were writing songs, bass songs.
Yeah.
You do the bass part.
Yeah, and then write a melody around it, and then a guitar player would come along and add meat to the bones, kind of thing.
Okay.
But when you write a song on the bass, you can tell they've written it on the bass, because the bass kind of leads the charge, musically speaking,
No, but that's but I would take that and it is a sign that you were listening to funk music.
Oh, yeah.
Funk music was bass dominated for a while.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
If you think of Larry Graham and then maybe some songs, like from Sly and the Family Stone, if you know.
Thank you for letting me.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
But what I dig most about Sly and the Family Stone is the way they, could blend their voices. Like, they came from an age when there wasn't music videos as such, and I didn't know what Sly and the Family Stone looked like other than the pictures on the album. And you'd be listening to a track like maybe Have Fun in the Summertime, and there's maybe like 6 different people singing, and it's not just Sly, it's Larry Graham and Cynthia and his brother. And I was like, is that Sly singing or is that him singing? And you couldn't tell. And this amazing sort of multi-voice choral thing sounding like one voice. I dug that.
Yeah. Well, like there's some stories that say that this is how the Temptations changed their style. Okay, like in 1968, like they started also featuring all 5 singers based on, like this slide, like this, like the song arrangements from Sly and the Family Stone.
That's cool.
Where they had, 4, 5, 6 of them would all share it, well, not share a verse, but, have a verse, one example of Sly and the Family Stone was Everyday People, good song,
I was just talking about David Ruffin and Tommy Terrell to someone there the other day, and then talking about David Ruffin, Dennis Edwards came up, and it would seem that the Temptations was just like a finishing school for really, really, really great vocalists,
Yeah.
So I dig that,
Yeah. Well, if we want to speak about David Ruffin and Temptations, there's only one last Temptation, one last original Temptation.
Who's that?
Otis Williams.
The baritone singer, or is it the bass singer?
No, he was more or less like the voice. He was like the glue singer, like his voice was always, let's say it this way, that he was capable of singing tenor. He was able to sing, because you might say, first tenor, second tenor, bass, and, but like he still, let's put it this way, he's like the Brian Downey. He's like the Brian Downey. Like there's a band that still exists, that is called the Temptations, and they still make albums. So he is the last original member.
There you go.
Okay, sure. In Brian Donald's case, he's not the last. Okay, if you count Eric Bell, the Bell, No, no. Well, okay, Scott is not an original member.
No.
So that's why I can't put him up there with
Eric.
Yeah. I mean, sure you can, but then we get into this David Ruffin conflict with the Temptations. That David Ruffin should have more weight in Temptations in the story, but a lot of guys say no.
He seemed like a very difficult guy. Beautiful voice, but kind of I've watched the Temptations miniseries. He was on CBS or something like that, and he seemed like a very, very difficult guy to get along with, but he could sing the phone book.
Yeah. This is true. Yeah. Since I Lost My Baby, it was one of his great songs. Yeah.
It was a great album, and it's him and his brother.
So yeah.
It's called My Brother's Keeper.
My Brother's Keeper, yeah.
Great album. When they do a version of He and Heavy, He's My Brother, like a duet, and it's just to bring tears to your eyes.
Yeah. Well, I have to say that I haven't heard it in a long time. But I used to like Jimmy Ruffin with What Becomes of the Broken Heart.
Great singer as well. So they must have had good genes in the Ruffin family,
Yeah. So here's the...
Hello.
Making a live one and documentary.
Good, man. So you have some funk background, Motown background.
Oh, I can remember the first time I knew that I could sing, or that it felt good to sing, was I'd heard it through the grapevine by Marvin Gaye, and that sort of, you're playing hooky inside school, you're in the building but you're not in class. I can remember walking around the corridors and singing a few bars of Heard It Through the Grapevine. That feels good, that feels nice, and so that's how I started singing. And my mum says she's memories of me being small. Do you remember there was a Swiss band called Yellow, experimental sort of.
The good news is, to take it in the opposite way, is that they still exist. They still exist. Well, they made, let's do it this way, as of 2017 or so.
They're still making music?
Yeah, they still have put out an album,
But Mum tells me there was an Audi, some kind of German car advertisement with one of their pieces of music, and I just sit in the car dancing to it. And so I think I couldn't help it, The funk was strong in this one, But yeah, funk and soul music is the stuff that makes me happy, and I would listen to them on free time, and derivatives of thereof, funk rock, and anything that just has a bit of soul. It's easy to explain away loads of different things. Yes, I've got such a soulful voice, but I'm talking about real, true soul and resonance, and when someone sings or expresses themselves, you feel it. That's I like that kind of music.
Well, let's back up a minute to Phil Lynott. And Phil Lynott, for me, as a listener and as a fan, that I thought that he was also a little bit, that he wasn't only a rocker, he was also had a very soulful voice.
Oh yes.
And it came out in certain songs.
Yeah.
What song? And that girl was his girl, Mexican girl. The Mexican girl song. I mean, and he's got, when he's doing his own background vocals, and I always think, that he really needs to do a solo album, a real rhythm and blues album, a real R&B album, from that time, which would be, sure, that he would still be a rocker, but it could show another side of him,
I think he was as you said, he was a multifaceted kind of guy, and I think when some people interpret Thin Lizzy's song, they forget about Phil the funky guy or Phil the soulful guy. It's just
that's what they want.
That's what they want. So as you say, it was a palette of paints, a palette of colours, and Phil would go, well, I'll take a wee bit of that, a wee bit of that. paint a beautiful song with it. So I think if you're trying to sing Phil's songs convincingly or authentically, they need to come from that place as well.
Right.
And like, I think maybe I can interpret the songs well because I sort of come from that background. It's not so much of a stretch for me to.
Yeah, because you have it in your voice.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you have to work hard, to hit some of his notes or some of his, But like when I saw Thin Lizzy live, I was disappointed, because it looked like everything was going good.
Yeah.
It was going good. He was making a nice balance, but then somehow he shouted to the audience, and he says, "Do y'all want to rock?" And the audience went hysterical. Yeah, they said, yeah. And so after that, he only rocked the whole time. She didn't. Because it was the time of Renegade. Okay. It was a Renegade album, so I was expecting, to hear a nice version of Mexican Girl, a nice version of No One Told Him.
Great song.
Yeah. Nice story. Yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah. But I was, waiting for that, and instead, he only rocked out at a certain point, which was good, for everybody else in the audience. If the people would like to hear you. How would they, what's your page or what's your...
I've got a website, which is www.matthewwilsonmusic.com. I'm on Instagram.
Matthew Wilson?
Yeah.
It's different than Matt Wilson. Matt Wilson is something else.
Matt Wilson, it's the same thing. It's just the only domain name I could afford.
Okay. Matthew Wilson, okay. So
Matthew Wilson. And then I'm on Instagram as Matt Wilson Music. And then I'm on Facebook as Matt Wilson Music. I've got a YouTube channel, Matt Wilson Music.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, and anybody who would like to know more about Matt Wilson and see more of his music and more of his, like to know more about him, besides Brian Downey's Alive and Dangerous. But tonight, it's Brian Downey's Alive and Dangerous.
All about Brian and Downey.
All right. So, I know you got to go. Yeah, okay.
The next number we're going to do is a number called Still in Love with You. So this is dedicated to Phil. Please raise your glasses to the main man himself, Mr. Philip Powers Lynott, Mr. Gary Moore, and everybody who's not with us today. Yeah.